Hello, I'm Asif Farouk of Finextra and I'm here at EBA Day 2014 in Helsinki, and I'm with Paul van Pul, Chairman of the Sepa Migration Action Roundtable. Paul, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So the end date for Sepa migration was the 1st of February 2014. Does that mean mission completed for the Smart Forum and for European payments at large?
Unfortunately not, though it has been a major exercise so far for banks and for corporate customers, of course. Final deadline is 1st of August this year, of course. But there is also still some tweaking left and right to do. And moreover, in 2016 we will get, of course, the migration of all the countries in the Sepa zone, which are non-euro, and the euro payments have to be migrated, of course. And the phasing out of all the niche products, say the local products which are there in the Sepa area. So still a lot to do.
So Jan-Paul, you mentioned that Sepa processes need some tweaking. Where do you think the biggest problems lie then?
What we found out, especially in a discussion with corporates and also in the interbank space, is the world of Sepa direct debits, and more particular the Sepa direct debits cross-border. We have still too much returns, rejects, incorrect usage of the reject and return codes, which leads also to confusion and sometimes frustration with our corporate customers, and that's what we have to manage, of course, the customer experience. So that's where we have to jump into more even now.
Okay, what steps are Smart actually taking then to tackle these issues?
Well, last year in September we came up with a number of recommendations how to treat these recent codes, consistent usage. Well, over the past few months, when migration increased, of course, we found out, based on a survey with corporate customers, but also a survey which we as Smart did with 37 banks throughout Sepa in 15 communities, we found out that there's still some inconsistencies and also national practices which hinders actually the real smoothly processing of these Sepa direct debits and these returns and rejects in particular. And therefore we will come in September this year with a set of recommendations to improve even the usage of these codes, and to get also somewhat more tangible information for corporates to tell their customers to manage also the customer experience.
Okay. And lastly, what else will you be tackling?
Next to this Sepa direct debit arena, we will also jump into the whole area of the niches, say the national practices still in place at this point in time in the Sepa area. And as of 2016, the IBAN-only requirement will be in place as well. Banks are sometimes a bit struggling with that, so we jump into that as well. Not in isolation, we will do that in close cooperation with the European Payment Council, the EPC, and with the ERPB, that's the Euro Retail Payments Board, in order to avoid duplication, but do it jointly together. So I think in short, there's enough on our plate at this point in time.